everyone. So I hope everyone's doing well. We'll start a new series on Docker. So without any further ado, let's get started. So first of all, let's try to understand what is Docker in a very simple perspective. Then we'll move forward to learning what is Docker, in the software world. So very simply, let's pick a random room in a house. There are children and then there are toys lying everywhere. One, for example, I could say there's a board game, there's a chess game, and the chess consists of a board game and its chess pieces. Similarly, there's crayons and a book, so you can draw using the crayons. And then there is another board game, let's say Snakes and Ladders. Now, if the chess board game, Snakes and Ladders board game, and crayons, and the chess pieces, the Snakes and Ladders pieces, and the dice, if everything is everywhere, then it gets difficult to pick which game we want to play, pick its pieces, and put them together. So that's an issue. However, if instead of that we have a box, this special box which is only meant for chess, a special box that's only meant for snakes and ladders, and a special box only meant for drawing. So in that aspect, what happens is that this special box, let's pick the chess special box. So if we open it, we have the chess board game and the chess pieces. And then we close the box and then we keep it aside. Similarly, another box for crayons and a notebook to draw, and another box for snakes and ladder board game, the dice and pieces and such. So Docker is very similar to this. It's like there might be code which is everywhere, and what Docker tries to do is it puts the code in a special box, and you can just pick up that special box, open the special box, and run the code. And then the code runs perfectly, as opposed to picking up individual chess pieces, individual code pieces, and joining them together and running them. So, in a very simple term, that's what Docker tries to do. Let's go a little bit more in advance for the explanation. Let's consider we're going for a camping trip. And in this camping trip, we need things like a lighter, a pan, maybe a tent, some boots, etc. And list goes on and on. Instead of picking up these individual items one at a time, we can create a backpack. And this camping backpack has all the items already present in it. So we just have to pick up this camping backpack and then go to the campsite and then unload it there and then, set up the tent and stuff. Similarly, Docker, it's the same thing. It's like you have this special backpack which contains all the code. You can take that backpack and then you can take that Docker container and then you can open the backpack, open the Docker container and run the code. So that's how this is. So now let's look at it in terms of a software development point. So Docker is a platform that allows developers to package an application and its dependencies into a lightweight portable container. So we have our code and we package all of the code into a container. So that's what we're planning to do. Docker has three main parts: Dockerfile, which builds a Docker image, which is a template to run containers, and a Docker container, which is basically a running process. So I'll stop it at this for now. In the next video, we'll go through creating a simple Docker file for a backend application and similarly creating a Docker file for a front-end application. And then we'll move forward from there. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day ahead.